Hey guys, this is Cam for 15. I am back at it with another video for you guys. And I'm back with some more Clippers game recap. Um, well, I'll say this. At least my baseball team, the Angels, won tonight's game in a pretty clutch effort. More clutch than the Clippers could ever pull off tonight. Look, I've kind of cooled down a bit, but I'm still a little heated. But your Clippers fall to the Denver Nuggets again. It's been a while since we lost to those guys. But if you would have told me going tomorrow that the Clippers would predominantly hold Jokic to really much of nothing. Like, yeah, he had some nice assists and just 14 points. But if you told me that his stat line, which I'm going to pull up, you know, right now, I would think, you know, okay, we're going to win this game, obviously. And we didn't end up winning this game. Actually, let me run. Yeah. Jokic, he was 6 of 16 from the field, 14 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. I probably would have said, oh, we're winning that game. But no, the Clippers didn't win this game. Look, I'm going to make this video not too short, but short enough. Listen, the Clippers lost for various reasons tonight. Look, the main takeaway I say is the Clippers had missed way too much opportunities, and they were pretty late, and they were lazy for legit until really the end of the third quarter. That's kind of the story, and that's kind of the thought in my eyes of what got the Clippers in trouble. The Clippers let the Nuggets do whatever they wanted. Offensively, defensively, they just, clearly it goes to show that the Aaron Gordon trade is working out for the Nuggets in their favor because clearly his presence there is affecting the Clippers from an offensive standpoint. I don't know why, but okay, that's fine by me. That's fine. Okay, I'll have to deal with it. Second, this loss that the Clippers had really makes the loss to the Orlando Magic a few nights ago much worse. I'm gonna make a game recap for that game, and Lord have mercy, I did not make a game recap for that game because I would have probably been screaming at the top of my lungs. That game was awful. Now you make that game even worse now that you lost this game because you had to win this game. Now you're gonna have to win a Sunday matinee game against the Lakers. And the way the Clippers are playing as of late leads me with no confidence to believe that they can beat them. And I would not be shocked if they lost to that team. Again, like I said, this game was very, very bad on the Clippers for 3.5 quarters. They were lazy. They were lazy on defense, letting the Nuggets get whatever they wanted. They didn't try a lick really till the late when they tried to make a push. And again, it's the same story. It's the same story you can say. Yes, you can be lazy and be pathetic. This game really reminded me of the Brooklyn Nets game, if I'm going to be honest. We played awful. Offensively and defensively. But we still found a way to hang around in the game and be there. But when the Clippers needed to make some shots late game, they didn't make the shots. Like, legit, they were in and out some of those shots. We had how many shots? We had how many times we went to the rim and the ball rimmed in and out. That's just the game. And you can't do much about that. You can't really get mad, oh, they have a good look and the shot just goes in and out. You can't do much of anything. But like I said, what I mean is when it goes back to the Nets game, reminded me of the Nets game. The Clippers were down, and it felt like they were down. They should be down 50 points, to be honest. But they hung around. They still played pretty decent of defense. And when it looked like the time was ready for them to take the lead, they didn't. They didn't in this game. I don't think they had a single lead in this game whatsoever. And again, credit to the Denver Nuggets. Unlike what the Clippers should have did in the playoffs last year, the Nuggets did what they did here in this game. And every time the Clippers made a run and almost got within striking distance to either tie the game or take the lead, what would the Nuggets go down the court and do? Get a nice basket and work to get a shot. The Clippers, they didn't. Kawhi again in his clutch time is stinking up the joint, turning the ball over, not running the offense efficiently, which again, where the hell is Rondo? Just sitting on the bench with a right abductor soreness? Can these guys play? They can't play through a little soreness. I don't know what that says. Speaking of injuries, in the game, for the first ever game on Bally Sports Network, which if you ask me, I hate their theme. It's definitely something I have to get used to going forward. I do not like the freaking theme. Compared to the Fox Sports theme, whether it's the baseball or the basketball, I prefer the Fox Sports themes over the Bally Sports theme. I'm sorry. I'm just going to be honest. I didn't mind it. Definitely graphic wise, the network looks better than Fox Sports. I'll give the credit where credit's due there. But Fox Sports is definitely going to be something in my heart that I'm always going to remember. And I'm always going to miss. Anyways, that that happened. Kawhi Leonard again didn't show in the clutch time again. Which is why we need Rondo to hand the ball and run the offense in those late game moments. Again, speaking of injuries, I don't know what the hell's going on with Serge, but I see this man in a video warming up, just taking shots. Clearly, your back isn't that bad as the report makes it seem to be, because if he's taking shots, that means your back's fine. Suit up and start playing. Second of all, we might need Cousins to hurry up and get here because Patterson in the minutes in this game was awful. He had 0 points, from what I believe. No, I don't know how many points he had. Let me check. Actually, Patterson, he only had 4 points, but this man was awful on the defensive side of the ball. I know Boogie Cousins isn't good at defense himself like he used to be, but good God, I would say he's a bigger body and he gives you a better chance defensively than Patrick Patterson. Anyways, what else? I was forgetting to say. Oh, the injuries. Yeah, in the game they showed a clip of Patrick Beverley practicing, and he was running at full tilt, full speed. He was getting some contact in there, and I'm looking at this little clip. I'm like, why is he not playing? He's clearly taking contact. He's clearly laying a ball up at a game-like speed. Why is he not playing? Look, these players need to get back so we can find an identity. Right now, the only player who I say should be sitting out right now is Paul George. Paul George today had 17 points, 5 of 15, 2 of 7, had 8 rebounds and 5 assists. I think he needs to be the only one on this team sitting down. Want to know why? I know the one thing I know Pandemic P is trending again, mostly because he missed a layup, which was embarrassing. The mother effer should not be missing layups that close. Which, when he missed it, I'm like, oh shit, here comes the Pandemic P shit. Lo and behold, he's fucking trending on Twitter. He said in his post-game press conference that, yes, his toe flared up again with the bone edema. And two, he even says, like, he can't even bend his toe. And I'm like, if he can't bend his toe, why is he playing games? He probably should have just sat out today. This is the shit I'm talking about when it comes to the medical staff. If we are known Paul George can't bend his freaking toe, well, guess what? stop playing this guy and let him sit and heal that toe up. And when he can, you know, start playing efficiently again, play him. And it seems like they might have to sit Paul George till potentially the playoffs start. And honestly, if that's going to be the case, fine, because he was not doing much of anything on the offensive side of the board. And listen, I don't want that toe, swelling to get blown up to Kingdom Come, where then he starts missing playoff games, and then you're even more undermanned. So I think going forward, what the Clippers need to do, unless he's going to try to play through the pain, just sit the guy. Clearly, he's not healthy. Clearly, out of all the Clippers I see not healthy, he actually has a freaking issue, not something related to soreness. Sit this guy until this guy can freaking have his toes start working better and stuff like that, and then bring him back. Other than that, play the other guys. So, listen, I didn't really go in depth into this game as much as I typically do in my other game recaps. I'm kind of tired. I did just get done watching the freaking Angels, and at least for the one thing is I'm happy about that. At least they won tonight to make me salter the Clippers' loss a little bit more easier and a little bit more humbly because the Angels won. Good. I hope the Angels win tomorrow against the Chicago White Sox because they're bums. Chicago White Sox are a talented team, no credit that. But they ain't world beaters. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Put your thoughts in the comment section, your thoughts on this Clippers loss. Do the injured guys need to come back right now? Does Paul George need to sit out for a few games, maybe more? Hell, give him the LeBron James and Anthony Davis treatment. Just do the whole thing where you reevaluate this toe from a week to week for a week to week basis. Like, just classify his injury as a week to week thing and just observe that toe and how the swelling's doing and stuff like that. Monitor that toe. I think Paul George should sit out. Our next game is against the Lakers. That should be a W. Let me mind you say that. That should. But like I said earlier in the video, the way we lost to the Magic leaves me with no hope to believe that we can beat the mother effing Lakers. And God help me if we lose to the Lakers. Laker fans would not let Clipper fans live that shit down. Trust me. We beat you guys with no LeBron and no AD. I know what they're going to be saying. Terrence Mann, I will say the one positive I did take away from this. Oh, one more thing. One more negative before I talk about Terrence Mann. I don't know what's going on with Ty Lue's lineup. Like, it's weird. He throws all bunch of shit. At one point in the game, we were making the comeback. He takes out Luke Kennard for Reggie Jackson. Why? Again, this is where you can maybe have some Clipper fans point out the fact, well, what happens when this team's fully healthy? How's the rotation's going to work? Yeah. Same question. I'm starting to be asked the same question. But the one positive thing we can say here, again, growing, is Terrence Mann. And please do not trade this man. Please do not trade this man. This guy, it might legit be your future. One of your more complimentary future players. This guy is growing. Like in his press conference, he even said in his press conference, he's not afraid to get up in people's faces and start talking up to people because this guy wants to win. And I don't blame him. If I see Terrence Mann willing to get up in guys' faces like a Kawhi, a Paul George, and Marcus Morris and say, hey, you guys need to play better. You're the leaders of this team. I'll help the best way I can. I'll do whatever I can to help you guys win. But you guys are the guys that need to take us home. And if Terrence Mann is going to get up in their faces and say that, I like that. And trust me. If I'm a veteran on the team, I don't want to be shown up. I don't want to get talked like that to a freaking player who's barely been in the league. But Terrence Mann honestly should have the right to say that. He's been putting numbers up. He's been balling the last few games. The other guys, yeah, they've been all right. They've been balling. But I need you guys to ball against the good teams, not the bad teams. And I definitely need you guys to show up in the clutch. I hope Terrence Mann challenged the fucking injured players and tell them, hey, you guys going to come back and play? Or are you guys going to be pansies and sit on the bench being spectators? Again, like I said with the Angel game, clearly the fans helped the Angels come back in that effort. Maybe LA County, maybe Newsom might need to let fans go back into Staples Center at limited capacity. Maybe that will help the Clippers get out of their funk. It might actually help them if they got some fans in the building cheering them on. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully, you guys liked the video. Leave a like if you like the video. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this game. How much you like the Terrence Mann growth, as well as hit the subscribe button. Excuse me, guys, to get more Clippers content. I really am tired. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully, you guys have a great rest of your night. Until then, guys, I'll see you guys for the game recap against. Actually, no, I would be doing a game recap for Clippers Lakers, but I just realized I'm actually going to the Angels game this Sunday. So there will be no game recap. I'll probably make a game. Actually, I will probably do a game recap, but it's going to go up Monday morning because I'm going to be at the Angel game and I won't have time to freaking record after the game's over. By the time the game's over, I'll legit be on my way driving to Anaheim to get ready for the game, which I'm going to be very much happy to go to an Angel game, which will be the first sporting venue in quite a while I've been to. Anyways, that's all. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night or when you're trying this video. Till then, guys, peace.